What's up, YouTube? Drew the Queen City Constrictors here. Wanted to do a video on some boas. I actually had a request from one of the subscribers, Lance Edwards, saying that I do a lot of ball python stuff, which is true, and he was just curious about some of the boas. So anyway, I want to show you some of my boas. I am interested in boas. Honestly, you know, sometimes a little more than ball pythons. I love doing the ball pythons. There's some really cool stuff to be made with them, and they're a lot easier to breed than the boas and take less time. So that's what, you know, I focus a lot of my my business on. But I really do love the boas. You know, they're just beautiful, and for some reason when I hold a boa, I get a little more satisfaction out of that than I do the ball python. So anyway, I'm going to go through and just show some of my boas and do an update on them. So this is actually the most recent pickup that I got. I've had her now, I don't know, well, a month, 6 weeks, something like that. Anyway, she's a Hypo boa. So anyway, you can see she's beautiful. She's one of my favorites. Got a nice red tail. She is a red tail boa for anybody that's not familiar with boas as much. So anyway, she's Hypo. This is a codominant mutation in the boas. So there she is. Let me temporarily put her up while we look at some other stuff. Put her right in there. Come on now. Remember where she is. That's not her permanent home. And then we have this little guy. I don't know if he's ever actually been on video. He's a 100% het snow, which is het aneutheristic and albino. So they make some beautiful mutations. I did a video on his sister Piper, and then I ended up getting him a couple weeks later. So you know, he's just a standard boa, common red tail, but he's het snow. So anyway, we'll hopefully raise them up and make some snows. It'll be a while. You know, they're I guess a little under a year old now, so maybe even less than that. So anyway, this guy likes to eat, so that's good. He should grow quick, but you can't feed them like you can ball pythons. You know, if you feed them too much too often, they will regurgitate. So, and of course now he doesn't want to go up. He's completely stretching himself out. So anyway, yeah, you gotta be careful with feeding boas. You can't grow them up real quick like you can ball pythons. This is gonna be difficult putting them up with one hand. Sorry, the camera work's gonna be a little crazy right now because I'm trying to put them up. He does not. Boas, if anybody has them, y'all can feel my pain. They do not ever want to go back into their cages. They'll give you a hard time trying to put them up. So there we go. We got him. And after that, we have Leia, who is actually the biggest snake that we have here. She's probably a little over 6 feet now. As far as gram weight, I think she's right at 5,000 grams. So she gets her own cage. And she's a great snake. You know, again, just a common red tail. Everything I have is BCI. Well, I should take that back. There's another one, but I'll show you that last. So yeah, common red tail. Did a video on her. I picked her up for free. She's a great snake. She's just kind of hanging out. Good eater, so can't complain. That's the thing with boas. They're good eaters. Like I said, you can't overfeed them, but you know, they will eat. So you don't really have to worry about them going off food like a ball python. Every once in a while, this girl right here, Leia, will decide to not eat after I've fed her, you know, 3 weeks in a row with jumbo rats. She'll take, you know, maybe a week off, but you know, she's consistent with her feeding. So anyway, there she is. So after that, come over here to the het snow original het snow that I picked up. This is Piper. If you go back and look at the video of her originally, she's gotten much bigger. Oh, of course, my finger's in the way. She's gotten much bigger than she was. I think when I had her on video last, she was about 75 grams, and now, well, I can tell you how much she weighs now. I think she's about 250, something like that. 246, pretty good guess. So yeah, she's grown significantly. Of course, she's hopefully going to be the one to give me some snow boas down the road. If anything, some albinos or anthuristics, stuff like that. So I love this girl right here. I mean, she's one of my favorite snakes I have. She was the first boa that I got, so she's got that sentimental value to her. And she's just a really calm nature snake. There was only one day where she had her panties in a wad, and that's because when I pulled her out, I didn't have a good grip on her, and I dropped her back into her cage. It's kind of like picking her up from here, and I dropped her, and just kind of freaked her out, I guess. So she got defensive, and the rest of the day she was just being a, you know what. And I had her panties in a wad. So other than that, she's been a great snake. I love her. I let my future nieces hold her all the time. Last night I took her over to Hannah's mom's house, and we're letting the girls play with them. So anyway, she's a great snake. After that, we have Ginger, who is a beautiful albino. She was the first visual mutation boa that I got, so she's actually calmed down a lot. When I got her originally, she's gotten really big. I got her at 100 grams, and now she's I think about 350, 400. So she's gotten a lot bigger. I love the albino boas. So gotta love that orange back there. See if we can get it to focus some. Well, you can see it's orange anyway. Yeah, so they're just the boas, the albino boas. They're just beautiful. Anyway, so there she is. Again, they don't want to go into their cage very easily. And then we have big old Hank, who's the big male that I have. He's also a good eater. This guy actually, I took him off Alan Bosch Reptiles' hands. He was found in somebody's backyard, just crawling through the backyard. Obviously, he was an escaped pet, so I took him in. So anyway, he is who I'm gonna hopefully have the big girl Leia breeding with. I'd like her to put on about another foot. She's got the girth, I think, to be alright, but I'd like her to be in the 7-foot range. I've talked to a couple people. They said that they can breed them in the 6-foot range, but that's kind of like breeding a 1,200 gram ball python. You know what I mean? It's just kind of people do it, but I don't want to. So he'll be ready to go. He's about 6 feet. So anyway, that's Hank. Again, he's just a standard common BCI. Red tail, but he's actually got a nice light color to him, so I don't know, he could have something else going on with him. Again, we don't really know the backstory. He was just found crawling through somebody's backyard. So anyway, yeah, you can see that kind of pinkish tint coming up. He's got that all over his body. So and then his saddles too, they're a little aberrant. So anyway, we'll see. And then, oh man, hopefully he's in a alright mood today. Then we've got, sorry, this one's kind of hard to open. Big jackass. This guy, he's actually being okay today. Of course, he's made a mess in his cage. This guy is a Bolivian red tail, Bolivian short tail. So these are actually really rare. He's a big guy. Alan, I think he's in shed. Alan raised this guy up and then gave him to to a lady, or sold him to a lady, and then she, years down the road, decided she couldn't keep him anymore, so he took him back, and you know, now he's in my possession. So this guy's actually for sale. If anybody's interested, shoot me a PM. Again, you know, these are really rare now. They stopped importation of the Bolivians in ¡85, so you don't really see these in captivity too much. And you can see that pattern. You know, it's really reduced and skinny. So if you want to make some, you know, some really cool rare red tails, shoot me a PM, and or you can contact me through the Facebook page. Anyways, Bolivian red tail boa, look them up, really cool. So yeah, Lance and everybody else, that's my boa collection for now. I'd like for it to grow a lot more. Actually, I take that back. That's not my full boa collection. I'll show you one more. You already saw the video on this girl, but I'll show you one more time. It's not a red tail, but we have the rainbow boa. Beautiful. I love this girl. This is her setup too. Actually, she's just on room heat, because in here in the snake room, you can see it's 79. See there at the bottom, 79 degrees in the snake room. So that's ambient. So that's actually perfect for this girl. It's good to focus on. Wow, yeah, her colors are really starting to come through. So, and this is her small, guys. When she gets big, she's just gonna be insane. I can't wait. So, anyway, yeah, her little setup here. We have some moss to keep it humid, because they really like humidity. If they don't have humidity, they can catch an RI, so we don't want that. Got a big water dish to keep it humid, and then I have her on paper towels to spray that down every once in a while. So I'll actually give it while we got her out, give it a quick little squirt. And yeah, so that is my boa collection. She's a boa, so I was going to include her in the collection. So anyway, there we go. I appreciate y'all watching as always. Check us out at QueenCityConstrictors.com, Facebook.com/QueenCity. Sorry. Drop the camera. Check us out at QueenCityConstrictors.com, Facebook.com/QueenCityConstrictors704, and subscribe on YouTube. As always, have a wonderful day, and we will see you soon.